Hey guys, hope you had an amazing weekend. Today we're going to be looking at some early benchmark results for the RTX 3060 and we're going to be speculating about performance, availability and pricing, and we're also going to be talking about the upcoming RX 6700 XT GPUs, and yes, plural for that one, as well as looking at some early benchmarks for one of Intel's upcoming lower-end Rocket Lake S CPUs. And yes, I know we have partially covered all of those things on my channel before, but trust me, there's some new information about it, so hang on for a moment. Either way, starting with the RTX 3060, we are going to see these GPUs launch on the 25th of February at 3 p.m. Central European Standard Time, but who's to say that people can't already buy these GPUs and also put them on the second-hand market? Because yeah, it's 2021 and people have been able to do that, and you guys probably remember that a guy from Pakistan was also able to get his hands on some RTX 3060 GPUs, as well as some people from, I believe, Russia who have both of these cards for mining, only to find out that the performance has been gimped. And if you don't know why that is, then perhaps check out this video, or better yet, check out the video that Linus and Anthony have done on the Linus Tech Tips channel, because I think they covered this thing very well. Now, in terms of availability, Coreteks, and if you haven't checked out his channel already, you definitely should check it out, says that availability might actually be better for these GPUs. And if you want to get these cards for its gaming performance, then you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for the official benchmarks and official reviews for these GPUs, because they're going to come out at the same time as these GPUs are going to launch. So good luck watching those things and then making an informed purchase decision, because I still think that these GPUs are going to sell out rather quickly. Maybe you're going to be able to watch some reviews for 10-15 minutes before they're going to sell out, but we don't really know about that. We just know that some GPUs have been already spotted for about 490 or 510 US dollars, if I remember correctly. Otherwise, you're going to see those prices on screen right now. And they seem to be a little bit, and like Nvidia seems to have more stock of the RTX 3060 GPU, because obviously they are being made with another die. So this is GA106 compared to GA104 on the RTX 3060 Ti or the RTX 3070. However, if you are to look at these prices, they're way higher than the 329 US dollars or 329 euro MSRP that we have seen. And obviously, if you look at this RTX 3060 Ventus 2X card, you're going to probably be reminded of two things. I have the RTX 3070 Ventus 2X, and you can watch a video on that right here, and the price is the same. Now, I don't really think that the RTX 3060 is going to perform as well as the RTX 3070, and to be fair, I also don't think that you should be spending anywhere near 500 US dollars or 500 euros for the RTX 3060. Instead, I would urge you to not buy any cards and wait for what AMD might be releasing, or wait for these cards to go down in price sometime later this year. Now, speaking of AMD, Coreteks has also made a video talking about the RX 6700 XT GPUs, and according to him, there are going to be two different versions of this card. One which is going to have a TGP of about 190 watts, and another one which is going to have a TGP of 230 watts. Now, we don't really know how this is going to impact performance, but we're going to find out more about these GPUs probably sometime in March, when these GPUs are going to launch. And according to him, the launch date should happen anywhere between the 15th of March and the 19th of March. But according to previous rumors, we heard that the RX 6700 XT should launch on the 18th of March, so maybe that's when we're going to see these GPUs. And talking about the RX 6700 non-XT, Coreteks said that this GPU might launch in April, so pretty much what I said in my previous video as well. But you guys might be interested in the RX 6600, because this GPU is also technically going to launch at some point, because Tech Power Up have added this GPU to their GPU-Z app, and I'm really excited for this one, because this kind of makes me think that we are going to start seeing the RX 6600, 6500 and the 6400, which I covered way back before CES, which we might start seeing on laptops, obviously. So that would be RX 6000M, and if you guys are interested in that, there's this old video right here. And last but not least, we should also be talking about Intel Rocket Lake, and if you guys want to see more benchmarks for Rocket Lake, then here's a video up here, because right now we're only going to be talking about the 11400, which has been benchmarked in Geekbench, and we have seen some really nice results compared to the 10400. Now, looking at the exact results, we have seen that in single core, this CPU has been able to hit about 1500 points in Geekbench 5, whereas on multi-core it got about 6600 points. And I would like to point out that these results have been achieved using a kit of DDR4 with the speeds 2133 megahertz, and that is obviously way lower than what you would normally use on this kind of a CPU. So definitely expect these results to get a little bit better, and maybe with a little bit of luck and some tweaking, we might finally see this CPU being able to get closer to the Ryzen 5600X, at least in single core performance. But obviously we're going to have to see about that, and also don't forget that the Ryzen 5600X can be overclocked, whereas this Intel processor can't. Now, compared to the 10400, I would like to point out that this is about 34% faster in single core and 16% faster in multi-core. So definitely something of an improvement, but again, like I said in my previous videos, I would much rather wait for Alder Lake, you know, coming out sometime in September. And if you guys are interested in watching that, here's a video about it. And that's pretty much it for today. I'm really sorry I didn't have much time to look into other news, but if there have been some things going on in the PC hardware space today or this weekend, then let me know in the comment section down below. I'd really like to hear what you guys have to say about that. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.